Jai Hind children, welcome in your maths live class. I am Maneesha Singh and I am going to teach you mathematics. Children, till now in class 7th you have completed 3 chapters, isn't it? And we have to explore few more chapters. Now let's see what is the syllabus first. So if you will see the syllabus, then 3 chapters already we have completed. In the month of July, we will complete 7th, 8th and 10th chapter. And in month of August and September, few more chapters will be for us that we will explore, isn't it? Now, till now you have completed your copy also. Let's see what are those words. In your copy work, if you will go through first chapter, then all odd number questions we have done in classwork notebook and all even number questions you have solved in homework notebook. In the same way, if we will talk about second chapter, that is fraction, so we have completed all even numbers in classwork notebook and all odd number questions in homework notebook. And also there is one more chapter, that is the third chapter. This is decimal. So in the same way, if it is third chapter, it means it is odd number chapter. So you have completed all odd number questions in your classwork notebook and even number questions in your homework notebook. Okay, so this is all about the copy work. Now children, if you will summarize the syllabus, you will be aware of that we have to deal with few more topics that we will cover in the coming month. Now let's have an idea of 7th chapter. This is your, in sequence, this is your 4th chapter, but in the book it is 7th number. So linear equation in one variable. The first word, that is linear. Then equations in one variable. One by one we will explore its meaning. Why we are going to learn this chapter? This also we will learn in this chapter, and how it will help us in our daily life. Mathematics is very interesting topic, children. Now if you will talk about definition, what is it? An equation is a statement of equality. An equation is a statement of equality. Like LHS is equal to RHS, which contains one or more unknown quantities. They are called as variables. So if you will talk about the definition, this is the definition. An equation is a statement of equality which contains one or more unknown quantities or variables. Now if you will talk about linear, what is mean about one variable, everything we will discuss. And children, in this chapter, how you will solve this linear equations? By using transposition method. Any term of an equation may be taken from one side to another side with a change in its sign. Then it is called as transposition method. Okay, let's have a look of some questions related with linear equations. Now the first example is based on elimination method. Question is 3x plus 5 is equal to 23. 3x plus 5 is equal to 23. We will eliminate the numbers first and then we will move ahead. We have to find the value of x. X value we don't know. So we will solve this. How we will solve? We will discuss this later on. Let's have an idea of linear equation first. What is linear equation? So let's see. If you are writing linear, okay, equations, linear equations, this is the chapter name, and it is in one variable. Linear equation in one variable, children. What does it mean? Linear equation in one variable. What does it mean? First of all, reveal this line. Linear equations. Equation means, just now we have learned that it is a statement of equality. Now children, if you are using equality sign, where this side is called as LHS, left hand side, and this side is called as RHS, right hand side. So if you will talk about this, LHS is equal to RHS, then this, wherever we will use equal to sign, we will take this as a whole and we will call it as equations. Now, linear means if the power of variable is 1. And what is variable, children? So first, learn about the terms. What are those terms? Let's see. I am going to rub this, okay? So, if we are using equality sign, then it will be converted as, those expressions will be converted into equations. For example, if you will write 2x plus 5, this is an expression, children. 2x plus 5, this is an expression where 2x is a term, it is a variable term. Its value may change, children, it depends on x. It is also a term, it's constant term. Now what is variable and what is constant? Variable and constant. If you will talk about any unknown value whose value may vary, whose value may be changed, then either you may take it as x, you may take it as y or any other alphabet, then the value is not fixed. It depends upon the equations, it depends on the situation where it lies. So its value may change. We don't know what is the value of x. The value of x may sometimes it may be 5, sometimes it may be -5 also or -50. So its value may change. In the same way y. But if you will talk about constant, then constant means whose value will never change. Like, for example, if you are writing 5 only. In class 1, it was 5. In class 7th also, it's still 5. It's treated as 5 only. So these are constants. These values will never change. 5 means 5. Okay, counting numbers 5. Like in my finger, I am having 5 fingers in one hand. So variable and constants, I think it's clear to you. So here if you will talk about 2x plus 5, then what is variable, children? Come on, what is variable? X is the variable. X is the variable. And constant is 5. Constant is 5. If you will talk about 2, its value is dependent upon this x. So this is variable term. Okay. Now this is all about variable and constant. If we will put equality sign, and if you are going to write any value here, like write down 12, then it is called as equation. If any expressions, if you include some equality sign where LHS should be equal to RHS, then only we can use this equality sign. Okay. So wherever it will fulfill, we can put some equality sign, and this whole part is treated as equation. This is called as equation. This is called as equation. Now, why it is called as linear equation, children? Because the power of variable is 1. Power of variable, the degree is 1. That's why this is called as linear equations. Equation, linear, power is 1. Equation, equality sign is there. And in one variable, I am only taking one variable, that is x. I am not taking y. If you will write y also, then it is in the form of linear equation. Why linear, children? Because the power is 1. Still here, the power is 1. It's still linear equation, but it is not in one variable right now. I have written two unknown quantities, x and y. Linear equation in two variable. This is an example of linear equation in two variable, and this you will learn in class 9th. So whatever we have to cover in class 7, we will deal with that only. Okay. So let's start with an example. Before that, if you are writing any expression 2x plus 7, this is called as expression. This 2 is the coefficient of x. 2 is what? 2 is the coefficient of x. This is variable term and this one is constant term. There are two terms right now. If you will put equal to sign and relate it with some other value, like for example 18, then this is called as equation. Is it clear? Now it is clear to everyone that if LHS is equal to RHS, we are using only one variable whose power is 1, then such type of questions will be included in linear equations in one variable. So this chapter is very interesting, children. Let's explore some methods how to solve this. Method to solve linear equation. If you will solve linear equations, the method is, first is elimination method and the second method is transposition method. First method is elimination method and second method is transposition method, children. In elimination method, we will eliminate the value which is attached with x one by one. In elimination method, we will eliminate the values which are attached with x one by one. And in transposition, we will separate x, the variable at one side. X means variable, or you can take any other variable. So we will separate variable at one side and constant on other side. So that, why we will do? So that we can find the value of x. Clear? For example, the question is 2x plus 3 is equal to 10. 2x plus 3 is equal to 10. Now in elimination method, how we will solve? See this. This is elimination method and the next part is transposition method. So where is the unknown variable? This one. X is the unknown quantity, that is variable. Not unknown variable, children, unknown quantity, that is variable. So what is attached with x? 2 is attached with x and 3 is also attached with x. So first we will eliminate 3. How you will eliminate 3? This is LHS is equal to RHS. If you will subtract 3 from here, you have to subtract 3 from RHS also. If you will subtract 3 from here, why we will subtract 3 from here? So that we can eliminate it. We have to find the value of x. So we have to eliminate 3 from from RHS also. So let's do, children. 2x plus 3 is equal to 10. This is our question. Eliminate 3 by subtracting it from both sides. By subtracting it from both sides. So what is left? Plus 3 minus 3 will cancel out. It will become 0, isn't it? Plus 3 and minus 3. You are having 3 chocolates, you are not having 3 chocolates. Eliminate it. Nothing is in your hand, isn't it? So it will have 2x only on LHS. And towards RHS, 10 minus 3 is very easy. 10 minus 3 is 7. Okay. Now 2 is attached with x. 2 is still there with x. And we have to find the value of x. We have to keep x alone so that we can find what is the value of x. So how you will eliminate it? 2 is in multiplication with x. 2 is in multiplication with x. So if you will divide it by 2, now children see equality sign. You are dividing 2 from here. So you have to divide 2 from RHS also. Okay. If you whatever work you will do on LHS side, you have to do the same work on RHS. If you will subtract minus 3 from here, you have to subtract minus 3 from RHS also. Right hand side. From both sides you have to do the same operation. If you will subtract, subtract it from both sides. If you will divide, divide it from both sides. Now 2 and 2 will get cancelled. The value of x will be how much? 7 by 2. The value of x is 7 by 2. So from elimination method, we can solve in this way. X, the value of x is now declared. It is 7 by 2. Now children, if you will solve by using transposition method, let me erase it. Okay, let me erase it, children, and I am going to solve the value of x by transposition method. What was our value? X is equal to 7 by 2. Keep it as it is. This is my value when I have find it through elimination method. Now transposition method. My question was 2x plus 3 is equal to 10. This was my question. Now first transpose the values which are attached with x to that side, or transpose or just separate the variable term at one side and constant term on other side. What is variable term? What is variable term, children? The term which contains variable. There are 3 terms, 1, 2 and 3, and this is the variable term because it contains variable. This is constant term, 3 will remain 3. This is also constant term, 10 will remain 10. So there are 3 terms and I am separating constant term on one side and variable terms on one side. So children, 2x is already on this side, on left hand side. So write down 2x, that is equal to 10. Now when you will transpose 3 to RHS, when you will shift this 3 to RHS, its sign will change. Whose sign will change? The one who is going to other side. Who is going to that side? 3. Because we are separating variable term and constant term on different sides. Isn't it? So 2x will remain here. It's a variable term which contain variable. And 3 will shift it to RHS, right hand side. But its sign is plus. See children, its sign is positive. When it will be shifted to other side, plus will become minus and the value 10 minus 3. 10 minus 3. Okay. Now what will be the answer? 2x is equal to 10 minus 3 is children 7. 10 minus 3 is 7. Now still you can see this 2 is there with x and we have to find the value of x. 2 is in multiplication children. it will be shifted to other side, to RHS or to other side, then the multiplication will be converted into division. X, or you can also learn in this way that numerator will be shifted to denominator. And the best way is that if you will shift the positive sign to the other side, it will become minus. Minus, if it was minus, then it will become plus if it will go to other side. In the same way, multiply will go for division. So x is equal to 7 by 2. 7 by 2. So now you can see what is the value of x. The value of x is also 7 by 2. Same 7 by 2. So either we can opt elimination method or we can solve by using transposition method. But children, be careful that in your higher classes, like in 7th, 8th onwards, we will surely do this transposition method. It's very easy. What we have to do, basically we have to transpose the constant term on one side and the variable term on other side. Now let's solve some other questions. Children, in today's class I will solve only some questions which were picked from my side. Then from the next period, next class, I will start exercise 7a. And 7 means it's odd number chapter. 7. It's chapter number 7, children, isn't it? So I am going to pick all odd number questions and you will solve all even number question. Clear? If you feel that particular question which is given for homework is also not very much clear to you, it's not clear to you, then you can type in the group that ma'am, these questions were not clear to me. So I will arrange a discussion class also. For that you have to tell me that in which question you are having problem, and I will solve those questions also. So no need to worry. Just solve as many as question which you can solve. Now let's take one example of linear equation having one variable. Like for example, I am having 3x minus 4 is equal to 20. 3x minus 4 is equal to 20. Is it an equation, children? Yes, it is an equation. Contains equality sign where LHS is equal to RHS. It shows wherever it will place, it shows that LHS will be definitely equal to RHS. It is in one variable. How many variables are there? Only one variable, that is x. And its power is 1. So it is linear equations. Okay. So let's solve it. How we will solve? By using transposition method. So we will separate all the variable term on one side and constant term on other side. This is variable term. How many terms are there? 3. This is variable term which contains variable. This is constant term. Only the constant number. Number is there. No variable. It is also a constant term. So I am going to separate the variable term on one side and constant term on other side. This is 3. Now keep 3x on this side. 20 is already on right hand side. Okay. Now if you will transpose this minus 4 to RHS, this is right hand side, children, to RHS, sign will change. What is the sign? Minus. Sign is minus. So when you will shift this minus to other side, it will become plus. Minus will become plus. Okay, minus will become plus. Now let's solve this. 3x is equal to 24. 3x is equal to 24. Now still with x, whose value we have to find. Still with x, what is attached? What is there? 3. Let's solve this. How, beta? It is in multiplication. Now you have to transpose this 3 to RHS. Here you can write. You can write it how it comes. What you will write in the bracket? Transposing 4 to RHS. Here you can write transposing 4 to which side? To RHS. These are some simple steps which you have to follow. If you are not going to write, it will not deduct your marks, but if you are writing, it will be in a better practice for you. So 3x is equal to 24. We have to shift this 3 to RHS. 3 is in multiplication. 3 is in multiplication. So 3 will go for division when it will shift to other side. When it will transpose to other side. So x is equal to 24 divided by 3. X is equal to 24 divided by 3. Now just solve this, children. 3, how many times? 3 8s are 24. So the value of x is 8. The value of x is 8. Now children, you have solved this question, okay? And you are very much confident that you have solved it in a proper sequence. Your answer is correct. How to check it? There is also a method. Let me show you. If you wanted to confirm that your answer is correct or not, there is a method for you. Let me show you. The value of x is how much? 8. I am going to write 8 here, okay? The value of x which you have find right now is 8. This is your answer. Always keep your answer in a bracket in this way. Highlight your answer and put ANS, something like that. That this is my answer. X is equal to 8. Okay. Now, how to check that your answer is correct? So, let's do a method. The value of x is 8. See, I have written here. The value of x is 8. Now, put the value of x as 8. Wherever in the question you find x, put the value of x as 8. So, you will write substituting. This is check method, children. CHECK. This is check method. Substituting x is equal to 8. We get, what we get? 3 in place of x. What you have to write? Its value. Okay. In place of x, you have to write its value. That is 8 minus 4 is equal to 20. Copy the question as it is. Only what you have to do, what you have to change, you have to put the value of x as 8. Now, 8 3s are 24. When you will multiply, this bracket means multiplication. When you will multiply 3 into 8, it is 24 minus 4. 24 minus 4 is equal to 20. 24 minus 4 is 20 is equal to 20. Your LHS is equal to RHS. It means what? It means what, children? Your answer is correct. Clear? So, if you have to check that whether your answer, whatever you have find the value of variable, is correct or not, is perfect or not, what you will do? Just pick the question, and wherever the variable is there, like in this case, variable is only at one place. Sometimes the variable is on both sides. So what? We will solve it, okay? So, put the value of variable, that is x, as 8. Why 8? Because its value was 8. In other question, it may change. But for this question, the value of x is 8. So, put the value of variable here and then try to find that whether LHS is equal to RHS or not. Solve this step by step and you can see if the LHS is equal to RHS, in this case 20, and on that side also it is 20. If both LHS and RHS were equal, then it means that your answer is correct and you will get full marks. Okay. Now let's solve one more question. Is it interesting, children? Yes. Of course it is very interesting because these concepts were now clear to you. Okay. If the concepts were not clear to you, you have to see it again and then you can ask your questions. Now children, I am taking another example where the variable is on both sides. Like 2x plus 3 is equal to 5x. Let me take it as 12x. 12x plus 3 is equal to 5x minus 4. Okay, this is the equation. It is a linear equation, isn't it? Why it is equation? Having equality sign. Why it is linear? Because the power of variable is 1. What is variable, children? X. X. Its power is 1. And the second thing is that it is in one variable. Only one unknown quantity is there. X. Whatever value of x we will find, it will be same for both. It's only one variable. Okay. It's not two variable. It's x and x. It's same, children. Now separate variable term on one side and constant term on other side. Like we are having these two as variable term, 12x and 5x. These two are variable term, and 3 and minus 4. These two are constant term. So separate variable term on one side and constant term on other side. So 12x is already on this side, equal to, if you will shift 5x to LHS, its sign will change. The whole term you are shifting, 5x you have to shift to this side. So it is positive 5x, it will become minus 5x, negative 5x. 12x minus 5x. Now children, minus 4 is already on this side. Keep its sign with it. Minus 4, it is minus 4, so keep the sign with 4. And this plus 3 will shift it to RHS. So it is positive. When it will shift it to transpose to RHS, this positive will become negative. So minus 3. Now solve this. 12 minus 5. How many x is left? 12 minus 5. 7x is left. Okay. That is equal to, now children, apply integer. It's integer, children. Both are negative. Both the numbers are negative. You will add them. You will add them. 4 and 3, when you will add them, it is 7. And you will put their respective sign. Both are negative. You will add them and it will have negative sign with in the answer. So you can see I am applying integer, first chapter in 7th chapter. So all the chapters are correlated, children. Each and every chapter is important. Now 7x is equal to minus 7. Now if you will find the value of x, how you will do it? With x, what is attached? 7. 7 is attached. So 7 will be shifted to transpose to RHS. Here it is minus 7, keep minus 7, write down minus 7. And now this 7 when shifted to that side, it will go to denominator. It will be divided to that side. Okay, 7 ones are 7. What is the answer? X is equal to 1. No, x is equal to this one, minus. So the answer is x is equal to minus 1. In this way, highlight your answer, that the value of x is minus 1. Am I clear to everyone? So children, in the same way you can check it also. How you will check it? Put the value of x as minus 1 on both sides. And then you will find that the value of x is correct. How you will check? Let me show you once again. Let me show you once again, children. What is the value of x? Through this transposition method, we find that the value of x is equal to minus 1. This we have find. Now put the value of x as minus 1. Here also. Wherever x is there. This is the question, no need to change it. Wherever you will find the x as variable x, just put its value. What is the solution? So 12 into minus 1, then plus 3 is equal to 5. This x is minus 1 and then minus 4. 12 ones are 12. 12 ones are 12. And it will be minus, children. One is positive, one is negative. You are multiplying integer. 12 ones are 12. Plus minus will become minus. In the case of multiplication, if the signs are different, you will put minus. Plus 3 is equal to 5 ones are 5 with negative sign. One is positive, one is negative. It will be minus 5 and minus 4. Now, again we have to apply integer, isn't it? 12 minus 12 plus 3. One is negative, one is positive. One is negative number and one is positive number. Always we will subtract from bigger to smaller. 12 minus 3 will be 9 and it will be minus. Sign of bigger modulus number. Sign of bigger number. Just leave it. Which one is bigger number? 12. What is its sign? Minus. So put the sign here. Here both are in negatives. Both numbers are negative. So minus 5 and minus 4. It is what? You will add them and put their sign. That is minus. So can you see? LHS is equal to RHS. It means our both sides are equal. It means that our value is correct. The value of x is equal to 1. So children, in this way we can solve as many as questions which we wanted to solve in linear equation. Till now, whatever we have done in this class, please revise it. Have a look on your book. In the next class, I am going to share some more examples. Let's see some examples in the form of PPT which I have prepared for you. See the elimination method. You can see 5 is there, so I will eliminate with minus 5 on both sides. Can you see this, children? It's highlighted. Then 3x is equal to 18 is left. Again, what we will do? We will divide it by 3 from both sides. And what will be our answer? Our answer will be 6. Now see the next question. The next question is 2x minus 4 is equal to 30. And when you will see, the answer is 13. One more example is through transposition method. 5y minus 7 is equal to 28. And when you will solve this, the value of y is 7. Minus 7 first transpose to RHS. Then 5 is attached with y, so divide it from by shifting it to RHS. So value of y is 7. Okay. So till now, whatever we have completed, what you have to do? You have to revise it. And then we will start with the next exercise, that is exercise 7a. All odd questions I am going to solve. It's my responsibility. And all even number questions from this chapter you will solve. Okay. And then we both will complete this chapter. Okay children. Till then, take care beta.